Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the spiritual world of Thailand. And let me tell you, it's so much more than what you might see on a postcard.
You know, when you hear the word Thailand, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's images of just pure peace.
We picture those saffron-rubbed monks, the serene path to enlightenment. And yeah, that's absolutely a huge part of the picture. We're talking about Theravada Buddhism, and especially those revered masters from the Thai forest tradition. Okay, so let's start right there. We'll begin with the part we think we know, the serene, global face of Thai Buddhism.
You had these incredible teachers like Ajahn Chah. His message was so clear, so practical. It was all about mindfulness and direct experience. He'd say, simply do the practice and you'll see for yourself. And that really struck a chord, not just in Thailand, but all across the world.
But here's the thing. What if that serene path is just one layer? What if, running just beneath the surface, there's a much older, much wilder spiritual world? Because there absolutely is. And that brings us to this other world, this unseen realm. It's complex, it's powerful, and it shapes the daily lives of millions. So alongside Buddhism, you have this vibrant, teeming belief in a whole pantheon of spirits called Pi. And the variety is just incredible. It ranges from helpful figures like an old man guarding treasure to, well, some truly terrifying things, like the Krisu, a flying female head with all its internal organs dangling beneath it. Yeah, for real.
At its core, this is animism. It's the belief that the world is alive with spirits that have real power over our lives and you have to deal with them. In Thailand, this isn't some fringe idea. It's completely woven into the fabric of everyday life.
I mean, you see it everywhere. Those little spirit houses, the sun frapum outside of homes and businesses. People leave offerings every day, from a bottle of red Fanta to entire pig heads, all to keep the local spirits happy and on their side. It's a very practical way to handle the immediate uncertainties of life. Okay, so if this spirit world is so powerful and so present, how do people tap into that power? How do you harness it for protection, for luck, for fortune? Well, one major way is through something called Saiyasart. You can think of it as a form of Thai occultism or magic. It's a whole system of mantras, rituals, and forces used to influence the world. But, and this is a huge but, it comes with very strict rules. If you break them, you're looking at some pretty serious spiritual blowback. Then you've got Sak Yant, these incredible sacred tattoos. They actually have roots in ancient warfare, tattooed on warriors for protection. The belief is they can grant you powers like invincibility, literally making your skin tough enough to deflect blades, or charm and luck. But that power isn't a freebie. The wearer has to follow specific rules, specific precepts, to keep the magic alive. And this whole idea of embedding power into something physical leads us straight to Thai amulets. The magic here is all about the ingredients, the secret, potent mixture known as muon sarm. And the sheer range of amulets is just staggering. You've got the highly revered Somdej. It's called the King of Amulets, made for blessings and good fortune. And then, on the other end of the spectrum, you've got something like the Khik, a phallic charm worn for good business, success in love, and even protection from things like snake bites. There is truly an amulet for every possible need. Okay, so you're probably thinking, hold on a second, how does all this magic and ghosts and these charms fit with the serene, non-attached philosophy of Buddhism? And that right there is where things get really fascinating. Well, the master monks themselves have a really clear perspective. A great master like Porton Klai basically said it perfectly. Saiyasart, or magic, is a tool for this world. It can help with mundane, everyday problems, but it's not the path to ultimate liberation, to nirvana. You have to have the wisdom to know which tool to use for which job. So these master monks, these Geji Ajarn, they don't see any contradiction at all. In fact, they're so deeply respected precisely because they are masters of both realms. They can guide their followers on the profound Buddhist path, the Dhamma, and at the same time, they can practice Vicha, the magical arts,
to help those same followers with their worldly troubles.
A perfect example of this in action is the creation of a Gumarn Tong. You have a highly respected monk like Luang Por Dit using an ancient magical formula. He gathers incredibly potent ingredients. We're talking things like earth from 7 different cemeteries, and from that, he creates an effigy of a child ghost. Through chanting, he invites a spirit to come and inhabit it. The owner then has to care for this effigy like it's their own child, giving it food and drinks, and in return, the spirit acts as a helper, bringing them luck and protection.
So let's pull back to the big picture here. How does all of this, Buddhism, animism, magic, all fit together into one cohesive system without just, falling apart?
The key word here is syncretism. Thai folk spirituality is a beautiful, complex blend. Think of it like a layered cake. The base layer is this ancient indigenous animism. On top of that, you have a rich layer of Brahmanic and Hindu traditions from India. And then, the top layer, the frosting that gives it all its moral shape, is Theravada Buddhism. And each one of these layers has a very specific and very pragmatic job. Buddhism tackles the ultimate questions of existence: suffering, rebirth, the path to final liberation. Animism and magic, though, are for right now. They're the immediate, practical tools for navigating life's crises, making sure your business succeeds, your family is healthy, and you're protected from harm. So you see, these aren't competing systems at all. They're complementary. They form one holistic spiritual toolkit. It makes perfect sense for a person to meditate to seek ultimate peace, while also wearing a lucky amulet for a business meeting. One addresses the soul's epic journey. The other helps you get through the journey of this life. And that leaves us with a really fascinating thought. In our modern world, we often crave simple rules, one-size-fits-all answers. So what can we learn from a culture that doesn't just tolerate this kind of complexity, but actually draws profound strength and resilience from it? Maybe the real power isn't in finding a single, rigid path, but in embracing a rich, layered approach to all the mysteries life throws our way.